guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm doing a video on the brand new Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. It's the concealer version of the best-selling Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Their concealer comes in 20 shades. I got the shade number 10. I also tried the 8.75, which I will insert a clip of me trying it on in store. The 8.75 was a little pale for me. But yeah, so I've got it in 10. There's after me, there's 11.75, 14 and 15. And then there's a lot of light shades in front of me, obviously. But so this is £34.50. I got it from the Selfridges counter. It's more expensive than the Hourglass one, which I think was 32. More expensive than the Dual and the Pat McGrath, which are both 25. So we'll see if it's worth the money. It's 12ml, which is quite big. I'm looking at the Hourglass. That one's 6ml, but it is obviously very thick, so you don't need to use very much of this. The Dior one, which is huge, is 11ml. The Pat McGrath one, which I tried last week, is 5ml. So yeah, for 12ml, it's the biggest one of them all, so that definitely makes the price a bit more justifiable, and it kind of softens the blow of hearing that it's £34.50 for a concealer. That is quite steep, so hopefully it lives up to the price. So this concealer comes in a black box that says Giorgio Armani all over it. It says on the front, Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer, shade 10, 12ml or 0.4 fluid ounces. So this is the packaging here. It's pretty gorgeous. It comes in a frosted glass bottle. It's so smooth and so frosted and so chic, and it's got the little Giorgio Armani emblem here, and it's actually really cute. It's very dressing table worthy, and I just think it's very nice. So the applicator on one side is slightly curvier than the other. It's quite different, it's quite unique, and it does have a little slit in the middle. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure I'll figure out the reason. Start by doing a small amount on this side, seeing how it builds up. So far, I'm really a huge fan of the shade. It's very comfortable to hold. I love the frosting. I feel like that gives it extra grip, just when you're kind of using it. So that's it so far. It definitely looks brightening, just the color alone. And I do like the texture. It is a lot more lightweight than some of the others I've tried recently, but I do quite like it. It definitely has a luminosity to it, which I do like. And it's definitely covered that circle. It's really lightweight, but I think there are a lot of people that don't have dark circles as intense as mine, and this is like a really perfect amount just for a bit of brightness. I think even though the coverage isn't huge, it does still like bounce light off, and it kind of just makes you look awake and bright. So I'm going to go in on this side. I'm going to add a bit more to see how it builds and what the coverage is like, but I do really like the glow this gives me, and I do like the way it's evened out my complexion. And I'm gonna let this sit in for a bit longer. I've had a look in the mirror and I absolutely love this concealer. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. So I'm just gonna rub it in just so you can see what it's like after you've kind of let it settle. It still blends in really well. It doesn't crease, even though I've kind of let it settle into my skin. So that's it with 2 coats on the right side. I don't think it's built up the coverage massively. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be doing. I don't think it is a full coverage product. I think it is a lightweight concealer that is stunning. I'm really impressed. I'm gonna put a bit more on this side just so that they're even. Hey guys, this is the concealer with 2 layers on. It's really glowy. It's made my skin look very supple as well. It feels like it looks a bit more full, and it's definitely brightened my complexion and definitely made it really glowy and really fresh, but in a polished way. So I'm absolutely in love with this concealer. I did already have the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I had it in the shade 10, quite rosy for me. That's the shade there. And that's the 10 in the concealer. So they are quite different, the undertones are quite different. So instead I'm going to use the foundation that she gave me. This is in the shade 13. This is 13 here. I don't know, maybe they are the same. They did have a 12 as well, which they've just released. I'm going to powder down my under eyes with the By Terry in 500. So guys, I'm gonna keep this super minimal. I've never been this minimal in my life. I've just put a bit of the M Cosmetics Sunset Sky on my cheeks, a tiny bit of the By Terry under my eye, on my nose, and around these areas. I'm super happy with this concealer. I think it's absolutely stunning. It makes my skin look very natural. It's, of all of them, it's the least coverage, but it just really brightens up my face and gives it a natural glow and an evenness and a light reflectingness. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It's literally a 10 out of 10 for me. I know it's super expensive, £34.50 is not cheap, and it is very high for a concealer. I don't know how Armani do it, but they've just created something absolutely stunning, and I'm so impressed and so happy, and I feel liberated from all of my layers. That's it guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We would love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.